rolling. I don't know where the hell I'm going, but when I get to where I'm going, no, I won't be around it's over. Well, I've been smoking, choking, till I get high up in the solar, and I've been drinking, watch me pour.
What's up, man? This your girl Teray of No Rules, of course, and we have another special guest. We have Mr. Curtis Mayz of The Last Try. What's good, man?
What's happening, man?
And just trying to make it work.
I feel you.
Got a lot of exciting news you're going to share with us today, so
Definitely.
we have to make it work. I always let people start off by introducing themselves, so
Okay.
I want to let you introduce yourself. I don't want to introduce you myself because you can do it better than me.
Bet.
So go ahead and handle it.
Well,
People know who you are.
I'm Curtis Mayz, from Dallas, Texas.
Triple D.
Triple D there, you feel me? Oak Cliff to be exact, you hear me? Nah, man, I'm just an artist out here. Just trying to get my part on the scene. You know, Dallas is booming right now, on the verge of something real special. So I'm just in my corner, just trying to do my part.
So Curtis Mayz is your government name.
Yeah.
Is the Z your government name too?
I just do it just a little low, you know.
So tell me about that, because you know we know Rules with a Z. You Curtis Mayz with a Z, so we got something in common.
Nah, man, honestly, what it came from, I just go by just Mayz.
Yeah.
And so I just really, I like to call it, like, I just took the Kendrick approach, you feel me? I just, you know, I'm putting me in my music, putting my life in my music, you know. Formal introduction should be my name, so that's what it was. So I just added the Z. Yeah.
The Kendrick, the Coles of the world, just
exactly, you know.
What you see is what you get. And you started off acting, or you were into acting?
A little bit, yeah. When I was a kid, my aunt, Jean Nicole Mayz, O'Neal, she actually, you know, she's a specialist as far as the arts concerned, classically trained singer.
Okay.
Plays the piano. She has extensive acting background, so she kind of got me started in that when I was younger, like a couple of little stage plays here and there. But like it's just minimal experience. I ain't know.
So how did that kind of? I know you said you from the Cliff. Heard in one of your songs, you know, from the OCT. Shout out to the Cliff one time. I'm from the South. So.
Okay.
But so did the acting kind of keep you at the streets, or did it kind of? How did that affect your upbringing?
Nah, honestly, I mean the acting was just, you know, it was something to do. For the time being, you know, it was like one of them activities. Like as a kid, you know, I was real rounded. Like my family, I come from a family of educators.
Okay.
You feel me?
You can kind of hear that in your music too.
Yeah, definitely. And I like to try to, you know, put as much as that into my music as possible. But you know, they killed me real rounded. My pops had me in sports, of course, basketball, football, baseball, all the way from when I was 6 years old to through high school. And then, like I said, my aunt, she was of the art, so she kept me, like, you know, little piano lessons, this and that, and the third.
I play piano too.
A little bit, you know, just a little bit.
A little bit on the keys. I can't do much now, but so how did that transition into the music? Like, at what point were you like, okay, acting's cool, I do sports, but I really want to tap into this music thing?
Music was actually another one of the things that I was into heavy as a kid too. Like I was in the band from the time I was like 4th grade all the way
up. You did everything.
I did everything. Like seriously, like I was blessed because like a lot of cats, like you hear Oak Cliff, you feel me, and we all know what comes with Oak Cliff. We know the connotation.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Got to go over that. So I was blessed being in my position to where, you know, like I said, my family just kind of, as a youngster, just kind of kept me into a little bit of everything, just to make sure I got a taste of life. You feel me? Just to make sure I was just real cultured.
And so it makes sure you didn't get in trouble.
And yeah, that too.
So when you hear most people music, I say most Dallas artists music, you hear the streets, you hear the drugs. Since you really went into all of that, what would you say influences your music? Like, what do you talk about?
I talk about everyday life. You feel me? Like, you know, with me being into a whole lot of different activities and things as a kid, that kept me cultured. But, you know, I still grew up in Oak Cliff. And so I still saw a lot of that shit. I still was in a lot of that shit. Like, I wasn't just real heavy into the street type individual, but a lot of my partners that I went to elementary school with, a lot of them niggas, we know the story.
I heard a verse that you had,
like right here.
I want to say it was Rolling. And you said they popped that nigga. I went to school with that nigga.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the shooter and the killer.
Yeah, like you really got some real life situation. Like you never know. Like, just like I said, I was always blessed as a kid.
Yeah.
And I measure that to the fact that, you know, I had my pops. You feel me?
Most people ain't got that story.
Most niggas ain't got that daddy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that was off top. And so that came with just pretty much me just kind of knowing I was getting game from him. And then at the same time, he allowed me to kind of just learn my own little thing. You know what I'm saying? So it was one of them situations.
Well balanced.
Yeah, I kind of had to kind of get game from here and there, but I always had that stronghold. Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas don't got that safety net. And I ain't ashamed to say I had a safety net. I'm blessed because if I didn't, you know, with mistakes that I've made,
you would have been just like your homies.
Exactly.
Exactly. So a little bit more into the music. What was the very first song you recorded?
High school, man. Me and my partner A-Rock. We had a little group back in high school called LSB, stand for Lone Star Boys. And shit, we was on.
Boys.
Yeah, we was on some young niggas, man. I think it was like 10th grade, you know. And we went on A-Rock crib. He stayed in Pleasant Grove. Shit, we went over there one day after school. Shit, we just fucking around. And he had a laptop. He had the mix grab.
Yeah, just playing around.
Just playing around.
Were you going by your name then, or did you have?
I was going by Lil Mayz, because everybody know me as Lil Mayz. You feel me?
Because my daddy. Are you a junior?
No, I'm a third. It's like yeah.
So you Lil Mayz.
Yeah. So that's where everybody know me as in the club. Like everybody know my daddy. He coach at SOC. You know what I'm saying? And so everybody know me Lil Mayz. So that's what that was my first rap name. Then I just shortened it to Mayz.
And then it just came up.
Yeah.
So you did just drop a project. So I'm gonna let you talk about your baby a little bit.
Okay.
What was your main influence of that project? Because I know you named it Black Excellence.
Right.
Well, I'm gonna let you explain it.
Okay.
How did you get the name Black Excellence?
Well, Black Excellence, what it was is, you know, I kind of, like I said, I kind of bumped my head and made bad decisions, which left me in a tough spot. You know what I'm saying? Coming out of high school. You know what I'm saying? And so it was like a long period of time. It's kind of like this dark cloud over me. You know what I'm saying? Just me trying to navigate, just learn life and just deal with, you know, being in trouble with the law. You feel me? Being a young black male, you know what I'm saying?
Or to get out them situations.
Exactly. You know, it's one thing to be out here trying to navigate and do the right thing, but when you got the law in your business, it brings a whole different little flight of trouble. So, yeah, that's what I was dealing with. And then all kinds of other things, too. Just trying to learn how to carry myself in society. And then with the music, this is like when we was really starting to get serious. So I'm trying to kind of navigate and learn that, too. Yeah. And I'm still in school at the time. So it's like I got a lot
of everything.
Yeah, that's what it was. I had a lot going on. For real. And so, like, just over time, everything just kind of got hard to deal with. And I'm like, something got to shake. Because... you know, I'm sitting here trying as hard as I can to get out of my situations. And that cloud, like I said, that cloud, so that's the black.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the black. And the excellence really was just me kind of getting to a point where I'm like, all right, I'm a grown man. I got a child in this world. I got a family in this world. You feel me? And it's a lot of things I need to do on my end as far as growing up. You feel me?
I saw in one of your interviews you said it's kind of like you taking that next stage in your life, like walking to the next stage in your life. Yeah. So what do you feel like is that next stage in your life?
The next stage in my life is just me being happy, just regardless of what's going on around me. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's of course I would love to get out here and live off this music because that's my passion. And to be honest, like, you know, you can be in it for the love of it, but shit, you know, you'd be a lot to say you don't want to make a living either.
You still got to feed your kids, still got to feed your family.
Exactly. So that's the next stage for me.
That's the excellent stage.
That's the excellence.
What would you say your ultimate goal is throughout everything? Do you want to become a producer out of it? Do you want to start your own label? Or you just in it, you know, after you feel like the family's taken care of, you can chill? Or what is your ultimate peak to where you feel like, okay, I did this, now I can chill?
Man, my ultimate peak is for me is when I can put other people in the same positions that I've been put in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And although we still got enormous amounts of work to do, you know, I just want to be able to kind of go back and help her. Because I know, because this ain't no easy thing. Just being an up-and-coming artist, this shit ain't no walk in the park. You feel me? So if I can make some cats who I fuck with their music, I fuck with what they doing, if I can make they come up a little bit more easy, if I can kind of extend, like, when I'm able to do that, I'm good.
So let's talk about that, like, because most people see that and they think it's fun. Most people, most kids, I'm gonna say children, they think rapping is fun. You know, I want to be a rapper. He got the chains, he got the chicks, he got the drinks, but they don't understand that, you know, like you said, there's challenges and tribulations that come with that.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some of the challenges that you feel like you experienced, like some things that made you want to say, man, fuck this. I don't even know if I want to do this anymore.
Man, say.
Because I know you had those moments.
A lot of them moments, you know, and that just come like with being real life. One thing a lot of them kids gotta realize, like the girls and the clothes and like that shit, it's like it's really a facade.
Yeah. That's gonna come from any rapper.
Any rapper, it's about image.
Yeah.
You feel me? It's about how the public portray you. So of course, boys gonna hop out and they gonna want to be in the best. They gonna want to be around the best, and they gonna want to portray that.
Yeah.
But what a lot of these people don't realize, these cats that's on the come up, these kids looking at it don't realize that ain't their life 24/7.
They say that all the time.
You know, it's true.
Kevin Gates always say this rap shit is a fairy tale.
It is. You know, in certain aspects, and in terms of how they want, you know, these cats want people to see them. But so where I'm coming from with it is like, you know, I don't got, like, I'm dealing with real life stuff. You feel me? Like I don't got it like that.
Yeah.
You know, I go to work. You feel me? I got bills.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I got a child. So I do what I gotta do for my child and for my girl and my family. Like I'm trying to make a household work.
Exactly.
So I'm not, you know, I ain't into like the clothes and the cars and the club popping bottles, these little boppers, like that shit. I mean, that's cool. It's cool. As fun as that may sound, you feel me?
Yeah.
That's just not what I got time to deal with.
And that's what kind of makes you different than, you know, all the other rappers.
Well,
what are some other things that you think set you aside from all the other Dallas rappers? Because I think Dallas rappers is a label. Personally, because it's a lot of different rappers, but if you give it that Dallas rappers tag, you all of a sudden think of the dancing, the boogieing, or some people the trap music, but you're different. Yeah, you're different. So what do you think sets you aside from that whole label?
Just me being me. Like I'm like I said, I start by giving you my name, Curtis Mayz, and I'm just kind of giving you me. Like, of course, I'm gonna have my moments where I'm gonna flex. I'm gonna talk my shit. Yeah, I'm gonna talk my shit sometimes. You feel me? I'm gonna have fun, and it ain't always about what I'm going through. Sometimes I just want to have a good time. So
that's a part of life too.
Yeah, because it is. It is a good part of life. I find always just like my life is, you know, it ain't just fucked up. I'm as blessed as I am. You know what I'm saying? I still, you know, I have my ups. You feel me? I have my highs. So
that's everybody.
That's everybody. I'm just being me in terms of what sets me apart. You know, I can't really just say I'm doing something.
So it's more personal for you, sound like.
Yeah, it is pretty much. So, I'm not trying to be, you know, different. I'm just being me.
So with that differentiator, do you feel like you get respect from your peers, like other rappers around the city, or other rappers that's own?
I mean, what's your definition of own?
In the city, no. The first people they think when they think of Dallas, they say, "Oh, he putting on in Dallas."
I mean, no, because I mean, to be honest, I don't know none, you know, nobody quote unquote own. You know, I'm just because I'm on the come up myself.
Exactly.
You feel me? So that's more of a something I don't work towards it. You know, when it comes, it comes. It's a timing thing.
Exactly.
But as far as my peers, like you know. As far as I know, when I see niggas in the street or whatever at these events, like, it's all love. Like, ain't nobody came at me. Like, I don't have no problems.
Yeah, I don't like, oh, he different. Like,
like, niggas show me love. And I show, but that's because niggas know I show love. I show love to everybody. If I fuck with you, bro, like, I ain't ashamed to let you know.
We always talk about how it shouldn't be that big of a competition. I mean, if it's competition, it's friendly competition. But you work together and show love, you're going to get to the top way quicker than y'all trying to pull each other down.
Right.
Like crabs and
it took the longest for the city to kind of realize that. And I feel like nowadays, I feel like nowadays, boys starting to kind of get the message that, you know, it's okay to bridge these gaps. Like, one thing about Dallas is it's so diverse, it's so cultured. In terms of the music, it's so many sides. Just the Dallas hip-hop. And then even outside of hip hop, with the fashion and the rock and roll scene, other genres, just different things. Like Dallas is a very, like, it's a melting pot. It's the definition of a melting pot. So boys are starting to bridge them gaps, and that's when we, you know.
I'm glad you kind of brought that up because I feel like you kind of versatile too in your music, like. So I want to actually ask you about two songs that I think are totally different,
Okay.
But they both fit your style. One of them is Rolling. I didn't even know that was you. I literally, like, I've heard the song over and over. Actually, I just went to my friend's candlelight the other day, and they was playing it and dancing off of it. Had no idea it was you.
What?
So, what was your influence on that song? Well, what influenced you to make that song? Because it just sounded like a party track to me, like you just said, when I'm happy and I'm chilling, I'm kicking it with my friends.
Yeah, nah, that was just that's a track it's produced by Drugs Model Citizen. Of course he used.
We gonna get into that too.
Yeah. He just sent me the beat one day, and like, yeah, of course, you know, the sample come on, you recognize the sample, it's a popular sample.
Yeah.
Love Don't Live Here Anymore. So, and it was just something I just kind of wanted to just breathe on, relax a little bit. Like, I mean, it just kind of flowed from there. I wasn't really just trying to, exactly, I wasn't trying to go a particular direction. It just kind of flowed the way it did.
And that's the feeling you get from it. You get a happy feeling like, you know, we all hitting it.
Right.
Another song that's a very popular sample is Lust Issues.
Yeah.
You gotta talk about that one,
Man.
Because when first thing, like, now, I don't think people are into samples as much as people that are, like, musically inclined.
Right.
So when you hear it, you're gonna think of that Bryson Tiller exchange because it's the same sample.
Right.
What made you use that sample? Or did the producers just give it to you, or what? But
I even got that beat. The group, he didn't even give it to me directly. I had my partner Jay Lewis. He had the beat. Like, he had just been sitting on it. That beat is like maybe almost 3 years old now.
For real?
Yeah, but about a year ago, he was just playing me some stuff, and I heard the beat, and he was like, "Yo, I'm not doing nothing with it, so if you want it, you know."
Do something with it.
I'm like, "Yeah, swing it my way." You feel me? Like, come through. You feel me?
No pun intended.
So exactly, no pun. But nah, he gave it to me, you know, and I recorded it, I guess later last year. And I sent it to the producer. I didn't know him personally. Produced by the name of Neil Thomas, aka Scientist.
Yeah.
But and I emailed it to him. And I sent it to him just to get his blessing. I ain't want to just put it out and it's his beat.
Like,
He was like, "Yo, who is this nigga?" So I was like, you know, and he was like, "Yo, it's good. Like, you good, bro. Like, for real." So, and he fucked with it. He gave me the okay. So. And that's where it came from. But as far as inspiration, it's just one of them situations that I feel like a lot of people been through. You feel me? It's just, like I said, being in a relationship, you know.
It's real life shit.
It's real life
Pretty
shit.
much.
So that's what it is.
I was checking out your Black Excellence. I noticed you work with some of the same producers over and over. So do you try to stick with what, I can't think of the names. It was the ones you just said.
Drugs.
And then it was starting with an M. Maestro.
Yeah.
So you work with those two a lot, or did you just work with them on this project a lot?
Nah, actually, them boys. While I started with Maestro was actually Last Tribe family. You feel me? Like that's the big dog. Actually, he the top dog. You feel me? So, but him and my boy Magic. I've been with them boys since high school, so I got countless stuff with with Maestro.
So we're gonna hear a lot more of those.
A whole lot more. That's family.
We're gonna hear a lot more.
Exactly. That's In-House and Drugs. Producer out of Fort Worth, Texas. I actually linked up with him. We was both out and then going to University of North Texas. And I met up with him. He's actually part of a collective called Channel 10. And them boys, man, it's a real dope collective of individuals. You know, from their rap producers, everything. So that's how I ran across Drugs about 3 years ago. And I got a lot of stuff with him too.
Okay. So as you continue to push this project, you gotta let the people know what else you're doing as far as what you have coming up, what shows you have coming up. What more can we expect from Curtis Mayz? And look into the camera when you say it. Man, talk to them.
Alright, bet. What y'all can expect from Curtis Mayz, man, coming up, definitely we trying to gear more towards visuals, trying to get our visual presence going.
Okay.
Shows, man, November 27th, my very next show I'm live with Big Crit, Scotty ATF.
We gotta talk. How did you hook up with Crit? That's big. That's gonna be great exposure for you.
Man, that's through Score More Shows. You know, I have a working relationship with them. I've done about a good 5 or 6 shows with them over the past year.
Yeah.
We just have a great working relationship. They trust me as an opener. I trust them as a business. You know, they're very great people to work with. So that's
gonna have a very diverse crowd. So that's gonna be.
And Crit is my favorite. Like,
are you serious?
Like,
so now you meet.
Man, like,
that's gonna be dope.
I'm just hoping to meet him. You feel me? Like, I just want to shake his hand because, like, Crit, you know,
he talk about real life.
He got me through some shit. So you know, this is kind of like one of them. This icing's on the cake for me.
Yeah, heck yeah. So what else you got coming up?
As for now, like I said, we're getting into the visuals. You can expect me to perform a lot more. Be looking at me We come through with new material at the top of the year, going in the South by. So that's kind of the focus too. Like I said, we on the come up, so we're just trying to strategically.
How you feel about performing?
I love performing.
You love
performing is one of the most important things as an artist. If you're trying to get your shit to the next level continuously, performing is one of the key aspects of that, because it's a different connection. It's different from you hearing an artist through headphones, or riding in your car, in the club.
I say that all the time.
It's a different experience when you get to see that artist perform that material in their element. You feel me? It's a different connection. So, and I love, like I said, I love it. You feel me? I'm working every show. I'm trying to get better
and trying to get more people. Yeah. What if I gave you that opportunity right now?
To what?
To freestyle. Give us something. Give us a verse. Something. Anything.
Verse?
Anything off the top of the head.
Okay. Let me see. Black as a Panther from California. 21st century Eldridge Cleaver smoking marijuana, y'all. Minus a rape charge, I'm kicking in your home and proceed to provide you with possibilities of the morning. Look, now watch as I manhandle this like Joanna. Slamming on pussy niggas, but minus the penetration. Don't even deserve your penis, you require menstruation for spitting up that generic. God bless you all in America. Knuckle up and watch as I leave you swollen as a wrestler. Flexing the lead to that plexing, whole gorgeous necklace. Straight reckoning up those who reckless on record tie. Fucking record and step it like George Jefferson. Heaven sent, no question. Who gassing up in the party, puffing on some herbal lessons, y'all. My nigga roll up another blessing after stressing. Get higher than 757s on the way to heaven. Probably bumping that Verde Terrace, thinking of ways to cause some terror. I'm telling you, flow terrible in a good way. Coming through this bitch, tearing off niggas' tops, call it a toupee. Young Cyclops hopping up out Montero causing doomsday. Watch a young fire spitter start fire spitting, turn you souffle. You fish niggas dinner center. I pray on shrimp etouffee. And I'm starving nowadays. Jump out that blue sky like a blue jay. And when I'm coming down swinging, I watch the hate that you bring.
Hey, slow down on them. Slow down on them. All right, we about to get out of here, man. Tell the people where to find you. Where they follow you at.
Man, follow me. Curtis Mayz, everything. That's Curtis Mayz Twitter, Curtis Mayz Instagram, Curtis Mayz Facebook, SoundCloud. Or CurtisMayz.com.
Curtis, and that's Mayz with a Z.
With a Z.
Just like No Rules with a Z. So follow us at _No Rules with a Z _. And we out.
Hey, motherfucker. Look. Told y'all niggas about playing by Mayz. Motherfucker. Hey. Hustle in my body, I been grinding all day. Motherfucker. Look. Yo, I swear to God, I ain't slept in 3 days. Motherfucker, I gotta get paid, motherfucker. My nigga, we thuggin'. All my niggas thuggin'. All my niggas thuggin' for the money. All my niggas thuggin' till the morning. All my niggas thuggin' like they motherfucking like dependent on it. All my niggas hungry. All my niggas grumpy.